Welcome back, everyone. Zero here with another solo flawless Master Lost Sector tutorial. This time we're going to be doing Chamber of Starlight in the Dreaming Cities. So let's go ahead and take a look at the loadout that we're going to be running again. So we are going to be rocking the Shackle Grenade and the Thread of Generation Fragment, Wither Horde, Under Your Skin Bow, and Commemoration. We do have Overload on our bows, so let's go ahead and hit Master and launch ourselves in. We're going to be able to turn off the fire here of plenty of enemies. Primarily, the first thing you want to do is take a look at that Hobgoblin, get that, and then the Unstoppable. No other enemies are actually going to bother you. This area back here is actually your safe area, so if you ever find yourself in danger, you can come right here, and this will be a perfect area where enemies will not chase you. Now that we have the Unstoppable down, we have one threat that we're actually looking for. We're going to stay back here. We are going to look for that Hobgoblin. So we're just going to kill some. We see the Hobgoblin there. Kill the Hobgoblin and avoid that. And then we're going to go to this back wall. Put your back on the wall, and no enemies in this room are going to shoot at you. You're perfectly fine. You have all the time that you need to take out the Overload, to take out the mini-boss in the back, to take out any of the red bars. And as you can see here, as long as I have my back to this wall, these enemies will not approach me. They will not fire at me. No matter what, these enemies are essentially turned off. This is going to be the easiest way to do this, especially if you are under light. If you are of light, yes, you can go through this a little quicker. However, if you are looking for that flawless and maybe you're struggling getting that flawless done on Master, definitely use this technique here. Again, all the enemies, as you can see, are just turned off. Now that I am down to these red bars, I'll clean them up. We'll head to the next room. As you approach the next room, you're going to have a wave of red bars that spawn there. You're going to have some red bars and an Unstoppable that are usually up here. The Unstoppable actually walks to the other side of this hill here. Now this is going to be our safe zone in this area. So as you can see here, I can sit here. The Unstoppable on the right side will actually stay over there. All those enemies will stay there. And I can just focus the mini boss here. And if you see in the top left, there is an Overload up there, right there. We're going to leave that Overload because once the Overload and the Unstoppable are down, the boss will spawn in. However, more champions will also spawn in. So we don't... The Unstoppables that are going to spawn in will spawn into my back here. And we don't want them spawning in while we're on this rock. So we're going to use this rock to get rid of the red bars and to get this Unstoppable down. So again, we're going to shackle up. And we're going to use our Commemoration as always, in combination with our Wither Horde to make sure we get another Shackle Grenade. I'm not going to use my Shackle here. He's so low, so we'll just finish this one up and finish off this Unstoppable. Now, we're going to return to our safe spot here. And as you can see, we have nothing else. That ledge right there is where we're going to go once we have taken out this Overload. So we're going to go ahead and focus the Overload. And again, we're in a safe spot, so this Overload will not do any damage to us. So the concept here is that we have a lost sector that is a very large lost sector. These enemies know that we are there. However, we are outside of that distance for them to attack. So the Overload here is essentially just going to stand there and allow us to just get rid of his life bar. So once this Overload is down, we are immediately going to go to that ledge that I spoke of, because in that same exact area an Unstoppable just spawned in. Now our two priority targets here are these Hobgoblins. There are two Hobgoblins here, so you can see I kind of took some damage there. And then now we have the Unstoppable to the right, but we don't need to do anything with that Unstoppable. We are just going to get the boss to move and to spawn in the next champion. So we are going to just whittle down on the boss. The boss is now moving into middle. Be careful when the boss is crossing. You might want to crouch here. The boss can fire at you while you're up here when they move closer. So our next area is going to go back to our safe area, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead and make myself a tangle here and get some woven mail. As you can see, I was a little too close and the boss fired at me, but we're going to go to our safe spot right over here. We want to make sure that we are back here. If you get to the rock just ahead of me, what will happen is you will actually be a little too close, and that boss can actually start firing at you up there. So we want to make sure we're back here by this rock. Now, the other priority target here is that hobgoblin that is up with the overloads on the overhanging edge. It would be smart for me to go ahead and attack that hobgoblin. However, I don't. And we can see what could happen because of that. That retaliation from them can kind of get back here some. So you would want to get rid of that. But we're going to get rid of these two overloads right ahead of us. Now, we do still have the two unstoppables to our right. They're on the other side of this hill. But remember, as long as we don't move toward that side, they are just going to stand over there. For some reason, they don't realize that we're here looking to grab this chest and get our Covenant exotics. Specifically today is helmet. So if there is a helmet that you're looking for, or you're just trying to find a better role for maybe your favorite exotic helmet, then this is going to be a perfect farm for you to check out. So as we get this overload down, and you can see we're taking no damage, no enemies are approaching us. I'd just like to take this chance to thank everyone for watching the videos. Been uploading daily content, and I just really appreciate everyone for all the views, all the subscribe buttons being pushed. It's just amazing. Thank you. So now that those overloads are down, we open it up. We got a Mask of the Quiet One. Awesome. And look at that. There are your unstops. We didn't need to handle them. It is copium that you need to kill all of the champions. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, thank you so much. And if you want and haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button. And hey, if you want, come follow twitch.tv/0toherox. Thanks. And I hope you enjoyed the video on the easy way for Chamber of Starlight. Enjoy.